Hi everyone, welcome to the House of Drama. Back today updates for Boss and Noel, KonnectEve, BossNoeul. And wow, today's visual is so good. And here is both the Wedding Plan series and Love in the Egg artists. And here is Ford and Pete, and this is the artist for Wedding Plan the series. And BossNoeul, their characters Pipayu and Rain remains the same in Wedding Plan the series, and Ford and Pete is here too, and here are the artists for Wedding Plan the series. Wow. And yes, so memindy actually updates this in their IG story, and here is Noeul IG story. So yes, Noeul is so beautiful, and fans are saying that he looks so beautiful and pretty, and this is body makeup, his IGS updates, and you can see that, wow, he is the makeup artist for Boss and Noeul, and here is Noeul visual, and you can see that, the eye with the butterfly on it is so beautiful, isn't it? And Boss makeup too, you can see that, yes, his eyes, and fans says that they love it. And here is body makeup IG story updates, so you can see that. And wow, Boss, especially in Noeul, what are you doing, Noeul? And here Boss is just so lovely, and you can see that their visual is so good. Boss in blue and Noeul in red. Yes, fans are saying that Noeul hair really indeed that he ever tweets before says that his hairstyle will never be the same, and indeed that he give us this visual that his hairstyle is never the same. And how many of us really like Noeul hairstyle? I do, and he has a lot of hair, and Boss is so handsome, isn't it? Wow, Noeul visual, even though when he's coming out from the car, he looks so handsome, and Boss just looks, wow. And here, Noeul in red, and yes, he looks so beautiful, isn't it? And yes, and fans are saying that he is getting more and more beautiful and pretty, so indeed that he does. And there is some visuals in this video that I would say that Noeul looks like a Barbie doll. Okay, let's just not be a spoiler, and enjoy the visual first, so later on I will say when it comes to that photo. And here Noeul is so cute, isn't it? And here you can see that, and Boss here is so handsome, wow. And here, I like their makeup today, they look so gorgeous, isn't it? And yes, Boss give us different vibes, even his side angle, wow. And he really looks so handsome. And here he comes, Boss. He looks so handsome. And yes, so fans are saying that Boss is more handsome than Noeul. And yes, Boss is very handsome, and Noeul is very beautiful, isn't it? And yes, so wow, I just like Noeul's hairstyle, wow, he has a lot of hair. And yes, today the visual of him having the butterfly on his eyes corner is so beautiful. Okay, and here, so the looks of the Barbie doll is coming soon. Okay, I'm not sure where is it because it's not in sequence, so Yeah, so if you see a Barbie doll Noeul, okay, you will notice that, okay. And here, as they walk through the red carpet, oh, the visual is so good, okay. And you can see that, yes, so Boss and Noeul, the visual is so good that, fans are saying they look so good and gorgeous. If you guys and girls notice this, that Noeul likes to do his hair to always, and he looks so pretty, and yes, Boss is as gentleman as always, letting Noeul walk in front of him and is gestures, and here you can see that. And the visual of Boss and Noeul is so good, isn't it? As I'm recording this, it's only past 5 minutes. So there are 18 more minutes left. And wow, what's so long in this video? It's Boss and Noeul. So you won't be boring because it's regarding Boss and Noeul. And yes, they look so lovely, isn't it? Oh, and indeed that every time we see them they give us different vibes, and every hairstyle is different, so you can see that. And even their makeup is gorgeous, and yes, what are you doing, Noeul, and what are you doing, Boss? So fans are saying about that, and that actually Boss, and then Noeul says, let me have a peep. So later on behind this video you can see that what did Boss and Noeul do. And so Boss is looking for BoNoH, isn't it? And you can see that tomorrow they have a private photo shoot, which I'm recording is today, and next month events May is not yet updated by memindy. So later on after the updates I will put it up in my channel, and you can see that okay later on. And our updates now roughly regarding Noeul, his interview for today. As I'm recording this is yesterday. Okay, what did Noeul says in the media interview? I will say roughly, okay, here. He says that regarding his visa going to Korea, and he says that, because of what had happened, you can see in my previous video I explained in detail, and now it's additional details because fans are saying that they want and they demand Noeul to go to Korea instead of 3 of them, which is Boss, Ford, and Pete. They want Noeul to go to Korea, and so Noeul says that in the media, okay, says that his visa actually, because of what happened, he overstayed, okay, because of the COVID lockdowns, okay, and he says that Thailand closed their border, so he says that because of that he is unable to go to Korea. And then he says that what happened is that because of Songkran, okay, and the holiday actually delayed, okay, and then what happened is he overstayed, okay, and he paid the fine of half of 6 digits, okay, and okay, he actually went to the embassy and asked what happened. So they say that they require more documents to be filled in and to reapply. So he actually reapplied and waiting for the news, and he says that he is hoping to go to Korea with Boss, Ford, and Pete. So we have to wait what is the result. It's no big deal, light, as fans are saying that they want Noeul to go to Korea, okay, and this is just a rough translation, okay, as it is what the news media Boss and Noeul, okay, today's in KonnectEve, okay, and right now, okay, as I'm recording this, okay, it's still 12 minutes long. Wow. So what's so special in this video? Yes, it's special because it's regarding Boss and Noeul. So let's check out right now, and you can see that Noeul here. He looks the Barbie doll light. Yes, wow. So I pause it as I'm recording this exactly as here. It's not being planned, okay? It's just that exactly is here. So Noeul Barbie doll looks is here. Wow, he indeed, he looks like Barbie doll, and his visual is so good, he looks so beautiful, so gorgeous, and yes, fans are saying, why is Noeul getting more and more beautiful? He is getting more and more beautiful, and yes, even his side view. Yes, he is so beautiful, and Boss is so handsome, and fans are saying Boss is handsome. Yes, indeed he is, Wow, and I just like Noeul in red, okay? Wow, he looks so good, and magenta color would be lovely, okay? Yesterday we heard from Noeul says that he might change his hair color to pink, and Boss says that he's very curious to see Noeul hair color in pink, and Noeul says that he would be very curious to see Boss hair color in gray, as in the interview in Starry magazine, Boss says that he is, very keen in coloring gray color as Noeul, but now Noeul hair color fade, to blonde, so yes, and as we seen it now, the most recent, event in KonnectEve, that Noeul hair color is blonde, so called golden, and yes, and here, so Boss actually, what he did here, and Noeul points it, and then what happened the next moment, as we can see that, and the fans are shocked too. He took off his bracer, so yes, and here you can see that Noeul, and the fans are saying, when is Noeul so jealous, and yes, he does, and from time to time, and here is Noeul. He looks so beautiful, and Boss is so handsome. So yes, and thanks fans that, in the comments in my previous videos that, of, the likes, the hearts, all that, and there's only one fan that says that, they just want Boss visual instead of Noeul. So this channel is the House of Drama BL. It's not just courtier for Boss itself and Noeul, and there are other artists, if you all notice that, like Boon Pam, Z New, and Santa and Cool Heart too, so it's not just for Boss, and Boss need to off, there are off days for Boss. We doesn't want Boss to fall sick, and as the most recent video, okay, New lost his voice while singing in the event, and Santa was sent to the hospital. You don't want Boss to be sick, isn't it, fans? We love him, right? So we want him to be well, healthy, and happy. Correct, fans? And yes, as Boss will be sad too, he have to work 24 hours, isn't it? And yes, we know that, we love him, we want him to rest enough for him, to stand on the stage, to sing for us, to act for us, in the series, dramas, yes, so he needs to be happy, healthy, and well, so yes, and Noeul, what happened to him, and he was feeling down and sad. That's why yesterday, okay, in the IG live, Boss actually wants him to be happy, and that's why he always cheer him up, and fans, we all notice that, you know, it cannot lie, because the visual of yesterday, okay, Boss wanted Noeul to be happy, and yes, so we fans, you know, we love both of them. We love Boss, we love Noeul. Yes, and these are BoNoHs, you know, behind them. So we want them to be healthy, happy. Yes, that's what we are, and that's why we are cheering for them, isn't it? BoNoHs, and here, Noeul visual, and you can see that this is Marchand took it for him, and he says, let's go for a date. He tweets this, okay, Noeul tweets this, and fans expected is Boss took the photos, but actually it's Marchand, which is Noeul manager, and here is Boss. Wow, you know, and here what happened? So actually that here, and you can see that, you know, so Noeul actually says that, you know, and what happened is that Boss turned it around. So Noeul says that, let me have a peep inside, and he says that, you know, good, you know, beautiful. So here is like, you know, what happened? He is jealous, and here, so you can see that Ford and Pete, they are so lovely too. And here is the artist for Wedding Planner series, okay, and here is BossNoeul, Ford, Pete, okay, and upcoming, okay, series drama, Wedding Planner series artist, and you can see that, okay, and yes, so they look handsome and good too. So, and this is the beautiful, okay, artist, and you can see that, wow, I'm curious and keen in their series. And are you keen? Yes, we are keen in their series too, because we get to see Pipayu and Rain. They are inside here in Wedding Planner series. Yes, so we will get to see how lovely they are, and yes, and here is Ford and Pete. So you know, Ford and Pete is so cute. And here, we get to see the visuals of Noeul. He looks so good, isn't it? Especially he does this catwalk, and yes, here is BoNoHs, and you can see that BoNoHs are growing, you know. And here, the interview of them, and here, after the event, so you can see that, and here, you can see that, and as I'm talking, it's coming to the end. It's left 4 minutes in this video. Don't leave yet. You can see Boss is so handsome here, you know, and yes, so good, and Noeul is so beautiful. Even his side view, you know, he's so beautiful. And here, how lovely they are, isn't it? And yes, wow, each time they are so lovely. And here you can see that, wow, so so cute, isn't it? And yes, they are very cute together. So Ford and Pete always is their audience, and yes, and they ship Boss and Noeul too, you know, and yes, so fans are saying the biggest shipper is Ford and Pete, you know, and yes, so good, isn't it? And you know, as I'm recording this, I just remember, you know, the specific, teaser for Love in the Air. As you can see in my previous video, okay, that teaser was in my previous video, okay, it's so good, and yes, so I'm curious about the wedding plan. Will they actually add that to show us, and yes, so we will just have to wait. And here is Noeul, each time he is giving us different vibes, and here you can see as they walk through the red carpet, okay, their visual is so good, wow. And yes, indeed, they look so handsome and beautiful and gorgeous at the same time, and lovely, isn't it? Yes, so good, the visual, and wow, so good. And we hope that Noeul gets his visa to Korea, okay, yes. And oh, they look so cute, isn't it? And yes, so yeah, and stay tuned for my next video updates for Boss and Noeul. So that's all for today, okay. It's 22 minutes video and it's coming to an end here. So yes, and Boss is just so handsome. Here you can see that, and his contact lens, yes, cat eyes, yes, and so good, isn't it? Wow. Flying kisses, isn't it? And here, wow, and Boss, wow, it's so good, isn't it? And yes, so the video is coming to an end. Is left with 1 minute plus, and yes, Boss lovely smile, oh yes. If you guys didn't leave, okay, earlier on, you get to see this right at the end, okay. For Boss is so handsome and lovely. Oh, and here is BoNoH behind them, and of course Ford and Pete fans too.